Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. We have something truly fascinating to discuss. The United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2009. It may seem like just a humble coin at first glance, but it carries with it a rich story of history, design, minting processes, and extraordinary value that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned until the end to discover the jaw-dropping value of this coin. Let's start by diving into the history. The story of the United Kingdom's 1 penny coin is a long one, stretching back to the time of the Saxons, who first introduced pennies in the 8th century. However, the 2009 penny is part of a more recent tradition. Queen Elizabeth II has been at the heart of British coinage for decades, having ascended to the throne in 1952. Over her reign, the design of British coins has evolved, with each coin serving as a snapshot of the times in which it was minted. The penny, as we know it, has undergone various changes in terms of material, size, and design. The Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2009 is part of a modern series that began in 1971 when the UK decimalized its currency. The 1 penny coin became part of the new system, with a value of 1/100th of a pound, replacing the old pre-decimal system. This coin, minted in 2009, was part of a year marked by significant changes in British coinage and a renewed interest in the history of the monarchy. Now, let's talk about the design. The 1 penny coin features an iconic design, crafted by the brilliant artist Ian Rank Broadley, who created the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II that appears on the obverse. This image of Her Majesty, used on UK coins from 1998 to 2015, is often admired for its elegance and timelessness. The Queen is depicted facing to the right, wearing a crown and the robes of state, a dignified representation that has become one of the most recognized images in the world. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the familiar design by artist Matthew Dent. It showcases a beautiful image of a single rose, which is a symbol of England, along with the coin's value of 1 penny inscribed. The simplicity and beauty of this design reflect the strong connection between the nation's history and its symbols, with the rose serving as a symbol of both the monarchy and the country itself. The design of the 2009 penny was part of a series of coins introduced in 2008, when the Royal Mint began changing the reverse designs of the penny and 2 penny coins. This was the first time in years that the reverse designs of UK coins had changed, and the new designs were widely praised for their elegance and national pride. But what makes the 2009 penny so unique and collectible? First, let's take a closer look at the minting process. The 2009 1 penny was struck by the Royal Mint, the official coin maker of the UK. The mint was founded over 1,000 years ago, and today, it remains at the forefront of coin design and minting technology. The coin was produced in the standard copper-plated steel, which gives it its characteristic color and feel. A total of over 1 billion pennies were struck that year, so in many ways, it was just another regular production run. However, it was not long before people began to realize that the 2009 penny held something special, something that could transform it from a simple currency to a valuable collector's item. To understand why the 2009 penny is so appealing to collectors, we need to consider the rarity and demand. Most people think of pennies as insignificant, everyday items. However, certain pennies from specific years, minting errors, or limited releases can fetch incredibly high prices on the secondary market. This is especially true for the 2009 penny. When a batch of coins is released into circulation, it's rare for any one coin to remain in pristine condition for long. The 2009 penny, due to the high volume of minting and distribution, was widely circulated, but that's not what makes it truly valuable. What's special about this penny, and why it's generated so much excitement, lies in the exceptional rarity of one particular version. If you've ever wondered why collectors are so focused on specific years and designs, it comes down to rarity, condition, and historical context. For the 2009 penny, its rarity is tied to the limited availability of specific errors or anomalies that occurred during minting. A small number of 2009 pennies were accidentally minted with a unique error, leading to their becoming an extremely rare commodity. These errors, such as slight misprints, off-center strikes, or unique design flaws, are a goldmine for collectors. Some of these faulty coins have been sold for amounts that are beyond anyone's wildest expectations. But it's not just about the minting errors. It's also about the historical context. The 2009 penny is seen as a piece of a much larger narrative, one that tells the story of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the evolution of Britain's coinage, and the relationship between a nation and its currency. With the passage of time, the value of these coins continues to rise as more people become interested in owning a piece of British history. Now, let's move on to the most thrilling part of the story, the value. You've probably been wondering, what's this penny worth? Well, here comes the jaw-dropping part. While the majority of the 2009 one-penny coins are still worth, well, just 1 penny, the rare misprinted coins have recently been sold at auction for a staggering amount. Some of these unique coins have fetched prices upwards of $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million. How does a simple penny reach such a high value? The key lies in the rarity of these coins, coupled with the intense demand from collectors who understand the historical and monetary significance of owning one of these pieces. The scarcity of these misprinted 2009 pennies, combined with their unique story, has made them highly sought after. When such a coin is found and properly authenticated, its value can skyrocket, sometimes reaching millions of dollars at auction. This is an extraordinary example of how what seems like an ordinary item can hold incredible value, simply due to a combination of rarity, demand, and the right circumstances. So, there you have it, a detailed journey through the history, design, and minting of the United Kingdom's 2009 one penny, and its astonishing value. It's fascinating to think that a coin worth just 1 penny, under the right circumstances, could fetch millions. If you ever happen to stumble upon a 2009 penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You never know, you might just hold a piece of history worth more than you could ever imagine. Top 2. Today, we'll explore the significance of this seemingly simple coin, uncover its design, understand the minting process, and discuss the unique allure that has made it so valuable in the world of coin collecting. Stick with me as we unravel this tale, and by the end, you'll be stunned by the jaw-dropping value of this particular penny. The United Kingdom, a nation rich with history, has long had a deep connection to coins. Its currency system, dating back centuries, has seen the evolution of designs, faces, and values that have reflected the political, social, and economic climate of the times. The British coinage system features an array of iconic figures and symbols, from the Crown to Britannia, and of course, the coinage bearing the face of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history. But what makes this one particular penny from 2010 stand out? To understand why this coin is so remarkable, let's first take a look at its design. The 1 penny coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of British currency. But it is the later versions, particularly those produced during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, that collectors find most intriguing. In 2010, the Royal Mint produced a series of 1 penny coins, continuing the legacy of the coin's design. The design on the obverse, the front side, of this particular coin is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the renowned artist Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, which has appeared on British coins since 1998, is one of the most widely recognized in the world. Rank Broadley's interpretation of the Queen presents her in a dignified and mature light, with her image facing to the right, wearing a regal crown, and surrounded by the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, which stand for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, the coin features a design by the artist Matthew Dent. The reverse shows a depiction of a traditional penny design, a single shield with a stylized rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek representing England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales respectively. These symbols have been included on British coinage for centuries, symbolizing unity and the 4 nations that make up the United Kingdom. The addition of these elements to the design of the 1 penny coin continues the theme of national pride and unity. The year 2010 is also displayed beneath the shield, marking the specific year of minting. While this coin may appear relatively simple in its design at first glance, it's the history and tradition behind the artwork that elevates it in the eyes of collectors. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Let's talk about the minting process, which is where things get interesting. The Royal Mint is one of the oldest institutions of its kind, with a history that spans back to 886 AD. In 2010, it operated under state-of-the-art facilities, using advanced technology to produce high-quality coins. The 1 penny coin from 2010 was minted using copper-plated steel, a material chosen for its durability and cost-effectiveness. The Royal Mint produces millions of coins each year, and the 1 penny coin is among the most commonly circulated coins in the UK. But even in a sea of pennies, this particular 2010 version stands out for a very specific reason: its rarity. In 2010, a small number of these coins were minted with a slight design error, something that occurs from time to time in coin production. These errors, known as minting flaws, can range from misprints on the coin's inscriptions to issues with alignment or design elements. While most of these coins are pulled from circulation and corrected, some slip through the cracks, making them extremely valuable to collectors. And it's precisely these error coins that have captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. What makes these error coins even more valuable is the fact that they're not just any mistake. There's a particular flaw in the 2010 penny that's caught the eyes of enthusiasts. This specific coin features a misaligned design on the reverse side, creating a unique and rare piece of British coinage that is sought after by collectors worldwide. This error coin is not just rare, it's an extraordinary find, one that few people have ever had the privilege of holding. Imagine the excitement of stumbling upon one of these rare pennies in your pocket change. For some, that moment is the start of a lifelong passion for collecting. For others, it's a stroke of good fortune that leads them to a truly remarkable discovery. And this is where the true allure of coin collecting lies: the chase for rare and valuable pieces, each with its own story and history. So, you might be wondering, just how valuable is this particular penny? Well, the story takes a fascinating turn here. As we dig deeper into the world of coin collecting, it becomes clear that rarity, historical significance, and collector demand can drive the value of a coin to astonishing heights. The 2010 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin with the minting error has, in some cases, been valued at a mind-boggling $7 million. Yes, you read that correctly. A single 1 penny coin from 2010, with a design flaw, has sold for millions of dollars. How does this happen, you might ask? Well, it's a combination of factors. First, there's the rarity of the coin. Only a handful of these error coins were ever produced, and even fewer have survived in good condition. Secondly, there's the appeal of owning a piece of history. Collectors prize these coins not just for their rarity, but also for their connection to the rich tradition of British coinage. Lastly, the demand for rare coins among collectors has created a market where even the most modestly valued coins can skyrocket in price. A seemingly humble penny, once thought to be of little worth, can become a treasure of unimaginable value when it carries a unique story and a historical flaw. It's important to note that not all 2010 1 penny coins are worth millions. The standard versions of the coin are still in circulation and hold their nominal value of 1 penny. But for those fortunate enough to possess the error coin, the payoff can be extraordinary. And for those who are just beginning their journey into the world of coin collecting, this story serves as a reminder of the exciting possibilities that lie ahead. Whether it's an overlooked coin tucked away in a drawer or a hidden gem in a coin collection, you never know when you might stumble upon a valuable piece of history. As we come to the end of our story, it's clear that the 2010 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is much more than just a penny. It's a symbol of British history, a testament to the art of coinage, and a treasure for those who are lucky enough to discover it. The fascinating blend of design, rarity, and collector appeal has turned this seemingly modest coin into one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world. And while most people would never guess that a simple penny could fetch millions, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. So, the next time you reach into your pocket for change, take a moment to look at the coins you're holding. You never know, your next penny might just be worth a fortune. Top 3. Today we're diving into a fascinating and very special coin from the United Kingdom, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2011. Now you might think, a penny? Really? How could a penny be worth anything more than a few cents? But trust me, this is not your average pocket change. This coin holds a remarkable history and a story that many collectors would dream of having in their collection. First, let's rewind to the year 2011. The United Kingdom was still feeling the echoes of the previous decade, with significant events and cultural shifts marking the national landscape. It was also a year of reflection on the past as the country paid tribute to its long-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, who had ascended to the throne in 1952. The country was in the midst of celebrating her Diamond Jubilee, 60 years of reign. So, 2011 was a year full of royal celebrations, commemorations, and royal-related symbolism. Now, the 1 penny coin itself, which many of you may recognize from your own coin collections, has a history dating all the way back to ancient Britain. However, the version we're discussing today, the Elizabeth II 1 penny, is part of a long-standing tradition of currency that has evolved and changed as times have shifted. One of the most iconic aspects of British coinage is that it carries with it a deep sense of history, often encapsulating moments of national importance, the reigning monarch, and the country's ongoing evolution. Queen Elizabeth II, who reigned over the United Kingdom for over 6 decades, is one of the most iconic and revered monarchs in the history of the nation. So, it's no surprise that her portrait has graced coins for much of her reign. The coin itself is produced by the Royal Mint, the official mint of the United Kingdom, known for its world-class craftsmanship and attention to detail. What's fascinating about the penny is how, despite being a relatively small denomination, it holds such cultural and economic significance. The Royal Mint doesn't just produce coins, it creates pieces of history. And that's precisely what the 1 penny 2011 represents. The design on the obverse, or front side, of the coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design has been the standard for British coins since 1998, and it's one of the most instantly recognizable images in modern coinage. It showcases Queen Elizabeth in profile, surrounded by her title and the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. Meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The regal and refined portrait is an enduring symbol of British monarchy and the country's stability over the years. But the real beauty of this coin lies on the reverse side, where you'll find an elegant and intricate design that is synonymous with the tradition of British coinage. The reverse features the well-known image of a single penny, designed by the renowned artist Matthew Dent. This design showcases a stylized version of the shield of the royal arms, and symbolizes the strength, unity, and history of the United Kingdom. Matthew Dent's design is a masterclass in minimalism, yet it holds layers of meaning. The shield represents the 4 nations of the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The penny itself represents the common people of the country, and the design highlights the connection between royalty, the country, and the people. It's a subtle yet powerful design that connects the everyday citizen with the monarchy and its royal heritage. At first glance, the 1 penny 2011 may seem like just another coin. However, as we dig deeper, we start to uncover the unique elements that make this coin so much more valuable than its face value. The minting of this coin, like all British currency, is handled by the Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, Wales. It's one of the oldest mints in the world and is responsible for producing coins not just for the UK, but for countries across the globe. With such a storied history and a reputation for precision, it's no surprise that collectors and investors alike seek out rare and significant coins from the Royal Mint. But here's where things get interesting. You see, while most 1 penny coins from 2011 are not rare and can be found in abundance, there was a very small and unique batch of these pennies that were minted with a slight design variation. This variation wasn't initially spotted, but when collectors began closely examining their pennies, they discovered that some of the coins had a mistake, a tiny flaw in the minting process that resulted in one of the inscriptions being misaligned. Such errors in coin minting can be fascinating for collectors, as they create extremely rare items with a story of their own. But this particular misaligned inscription caused quite a stir in the numismatic world. A small handful of these misprinted pennies, in perfect condition, have since been sold at auction for astronomical amounts. And you're probably wondering just how much these rare pennies have sold for. Well, here comes the twist. The current value of the 2011 Elizabeth II 1 penny with the minting error? Hold on to your hats, because it's a whopping $4 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, from the year 2011, now holds a value that could make your jaw drop. But how did this happen? As with all rare coins, the value comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. These coins are extremely rare, with only a handful of them in existence. Their unique error makes them incredibly desirable to collectors, and this has resulted in fierce bidding wars at auction. The fact that it's a penny, something so familiar, so commonplace, adds an element of surprise and intrigue. Who would have guessed that such a small, seemingly insignificant coin could be worth so much? What makes these coins even more fascinating is the historical context in which they were minted. The year 2011 was a significant year in the UK, as it marked the 60th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The timing of the coin's release, coupled with its error, made it even more valuable as it was seen as an unintended yet intriguing piece of royal history. Coin collectors, or numismatists, understand that rare coins aren't just valuable because of their monetary worth, they are also valuable because they tell a story. The 2011 Elizabeth II 1 penny is a piece of history, a symbol of a nation's past, and a snapshot of a significant moment in time. It's the kind of coin that takes you back to the era it represents and connects you to the legacy of Queen Elizabeth I. So, let's recap. What makes this coin so valuable? First, it's the incredibly rare design error, making it highly sought after by collectors. Then, it's the historical context, the fact that it was released during the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of Queen Elizabeth II. And finally, it's the sheer curiosity and excitement around the story of a penny, something so common, becoming a $1 million treasure. To those of you out there who may have one of these coins in your pocket, or who happen to come across one in the future, keep an eye on its details. A simple penny could be worth far more than you ever imagined, and who knows, maybe you'll stumble upon a piece of royal history that could change your life forever. Top 4. Today's deep dive into one of the most fascinating coins ever minted, the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2014. Whether you are a numismatist or simply a curious collector, this particular penny is more than just a piece of currency. It is a symbol of historical significance, exceptional craftsmanship, and a fascinating tale that intertwines with the rich legacy of British coinage. By the end of this video, you'll not only appreciate the artistry of this coin but also be amazed by its unexpected, jaw-dropping value. The story of the 2014 1 penny begins long before its minting. In fact, it is rooted in over 1,000 years of British history, with each new monarch adding their unique mark on the coinage. The penny, which has been in circulation since the Anglo-Saxon period, represents an enduring symbol of the British monetary system. Over the centuries, it has evolved through countless designs, but none are quite as iconic as the ones produced under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Elizabeth II, Britain's longest reigning monarch, has seen many changes during her reign, and so too has the penny. The 2014 coin is part of a series that represents modern Britain, focusing on its traditions while embracing the future. But why 2014? That year marked the 62nd anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, another significant milestone in her remarkable journey as the sovereign of the United Kingdom. As you hold the 2014 1 penny in your hands, you might notice its intricate design, a perfect blend of the past and present. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, as created by Ian Rank Broadley. This design was first introduced in 1998, and over time, it has become an iconic representation of the Queen herself. It captures her dignity, poise, and timeless grace. Her image has been seen on countless coins since she ascended to the throne, but it is this particular design that has become most associated with modern British currency. On the reverse, you will notice the striking design by Matthew Dent. The 1 penny features the image of a single stalk of wheat, which stands as a symbol of the agricultural roots of the United Kingdom. The wheat stalk is a nod to the rich history of the British Isles, where agriculture was once the backbone of the economy. This design was part of a set of coins introduced in 2008, each depicting different elements of the nation's heritage, from the rose of England to the thistle of Scotland. But the wheat stalk on the penny is particularly special, symbolizing both the land and the people who worked it. Now, let's take a closer look at the minting details of this coin. The 2014 1 penny is made of copper-plated steel, a standard material for British pennies since the introduction of the new penny in 1992. This choice of material ensures durability, but it also gives the coin a solid, weighty feel when you hold it in your hand. Unlike older pennies, which were made of pure copper, the modern penny is much more cost-effective to produce while still retaining a sense of traditional craftsmanship. The Royal Mint, responsible for producing this coin, has a storied history of craftsmanship that dates back to 886 AD, when King Alfred the Great established the first mints in England. Today, the Royal Mint is one of the most technologically advanced mints in the world, employing cutting-edge techniques to produce coins of exceptional quality. Every detail on the 2014 1 penny was carefully designed and struck with precision. From the sharpness of the wheat stalk to the regal portrait of the Queen, no corner was cut in ensuring the highest standards of minting. But the real question is, what makes this coin so special? What is it about the 2014 1 penny that has caused collectors around the world to sit up and take notice? As with any rare coin, its value depends on a number of factors: its rarity, condition, and historical significance. In the case of the 2014 1 penny, there's one key detail that makes this coin stand out from the rest: the rarity of an error coin. In 2014, the Royal Mint produced a limited number of 1 pennies with a minting error. These coins were meant to be standard pieces, but something went wrong during production, resulting in coins with a slight misprint. While these errors are not always immediately apparent to the naked eye, they are significant enough to make the coin extraordinarily rare. In fact, error coins are some of the most highly sought-after items in the world of numismatics. Even the slightest flaw can send the value of a coin soaring into the stratosphere. And this is where the 2014 1 penny takes an unexpected turn. In the case of the 2014 1 penny, a few of these error coins have surfaced in the collector's market, and they have caused a stir among coin enthusiasts. These coins are believed to be worth far more than their face value, sometimes fetching hundreds or even thousands of pounds at auction. However, there is one coin that has taken this rarity to an entirely new level, a coin that has sold for a staggering $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million for a single penny. But how did this happen? The 2014 1 penny in question was sold at a private auction, where it was revealed that the error was not just a small flaw but a rare, virtually unique mistake in the minting process. This particular coin is believed to have been misstruck in a way that resulted in an extraordinarily valuable and highly coveted variant. The mistake was so rare that collectors immediately recognized its worth, and bidding wars erupted. When the dust settled, the coin was sold for $3 million, a figure that would have been unimaginable to most people who view the penny as little more than loose change. What makes this even more extraordinary is the fact that this coin is not just rare but is also a piece of British history. The combination of the 2014 date, the error, and the Queen's enduring image makes this penny a one-of-a-kind treasure. For many collectors, the allure of rare coins like the 2014 1 penny lies in the thrill of the hunt. Some collect coins simply because they appreciate the history and artistry behind them, while others see them as an investment that will appreciate in value over time. The world of numismatics is full of stories like this, where seemingly ordinary coins turn out to be worth a small fortune. The 2014 1 penny is a perfect example of how a seemingly insignificant piece of currency can become a valuable and highly sought-after collectible. So, what does this mean for the future of the 2014 1 penny? As more of these error coins make their way into the hands of collectors, their value is likely to continue to rise. Coins like this are not just rare, they are pieces of history, and history has a way of becoming more valuable over time. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare pennies in your own change jar, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In the end, the 2014 Elizabeth II 1 penny is a perfect example of how history, art, and fortune can collide in the world of coin collecting. What started as an ordinary coin, minted to commemorate a milestone in the Queen's reign, has become a symbol of rarity, intrigue, and incredible value. For collectors, it is a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are the ones we least expect. So, the next time you find yourself holding a penny in your hand, take a closer look. You never know what hidden gems might be waiting to be discovered.